Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the. Oh, that's the wrong. Going to be the Barber. Good evening, everyone. As we're here at the Barber Ford, I want to say it's the 125. I do have the wrong number up there by LNS Customs. It is at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course here tonight with 113 track temperature here tonight. 80-degree out there on the out there in the weather. 46-degree humidity, partly cloudy with 9-degree temperature or 9-mile-an-hour wind. Excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead and get through the points here real quick as everybody's getting ready to go out here and qualify. Go ahead and get those teams points. We don't have a lot of cars out here tonight, so that's going to be the interesting thing to show. A lot of drivers not able to show up tonight for this race, but as you see, Jason Collins right now 4 wins and is your points leader. Brad Gebhart in second, Ronnie Shirk third, Christopher Pendell fourth, Robert Richards fifth, Bryce Hunter sixth, Michael Brisen seventh, Ron Morris Jr. eighth, Tyler Johnson in ninth. Brandon Zimmerman, who unfortunately will not be here tonight, said he could not get the track to buy for him, so will not be able to unfortunately show up here tonight. Jeremiah Hobbs going to be in 11th. Chris LeBourgeois 12th, which I see him over on the Facebook chat saying, good luck, everybody. Good to have him on Facebook. Josh Clemens in 13th. Brad Nilsson 14th. John Pill 15th. Will Weber 16th. Travis Twitty 17th. Logan Joyner in that 18th position. And also going to go ahead and get those team points brought up right now. The Bluegrass Reapers currently leading with 29 points. Lucky Duck Motorsports right behind them, though actually a little bit far behind them. 1275 Empire Motorsports with 1112. And then Roll Motorsports 208, JDW Racing, not really moved up any points. They're currently sitting at 30 points. But Josh, what are you looking forward to here tonight at Mid-Ohio as we've got a couple of drivers who are currently out here doing a couple of laps?
Well, Chris, I'm glad you asked me that because, I mean, really, anything, man. There's so many things to expect here. We know Mid-Ohio, a lot of blind corners, a lot of transition changes here in the middle section of the infield. Or I say infield like it's a, you know what I mean. But the intersection of the road course here, a lot of transition changes. You see that downhill left-hander to this quick right-hander. It's going to take you through a little bit of a fast section right here. And you see all these blind hills here in Mid-Ohio. It's going to catch some drivers off here tonight. It's going to get a lot of these guys, I think, rattled as you come over hills just like that one under the sun. Coming to the last couple of turns here before the start-finish, you'll see cars get unsettled. You know, the rear of the car getting unsettled a lot. The rear springs just getting fully unloaded coming over some of these humps. As you see the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. bringing around closing section around pit entrance, excuse me, and down the front straightaway. As drive a lot of this track in British touring cars. Never drove it really here in the stock cars. Besides on Chris's rig a couple of times, it's Morris could have set himself into the lead currently with a 136.17, but he is one of the only drivers to set a time right now. So as qualifying does get a little bit longer here, we will get more drivers qualifying. Josh Clemens is out on the track, but you know, I guess just bringing back what do I expect here? Mayhem, Chris. It's going to be fun. It's Mid-Ohio. Anything can happen. These Xfinity cars are wicked fast around here. It's just going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah, a lot of drivers coming up from the Truck and the Cup Series to kind of do what Jason calls a field. So a couple of drivers will not be able to qualify. No, Robert Richards is still on probation from last week, so he will not be able to qualify this week. He will be able to qualify going into Nashville Fairgrounds next week. So he'll be off that probation here. But Ron Morris Jr., like you said, currently the only driver to set a lap. We'll see here if Josh Clemens sets a lap. That might be on his out lap. He might be getting ready to set his first lap here. But Mid-Ohio. Yeah, Mid-Ohio, Josh, one of those courses I've done a couple of league races in. A lot of fun to drive, especially in the Xfinity cars. This is where I did all of my league races in, was the Xfinity cars. So a lot of fun is this. You know, you get a lot of, you know, the low downforce really helps you get around the corners. Then that high horsepower down this straightaway here is a lot of fun, but you got to get really slowed down whenever you're coming into this hard right-hander.
Yeah, you almost just kind of got to float the car around, you know. It's not really one of those things you want to do, but here at Mid-Ohio, you're going to be slipping, you're going to be sliding a lot. You're just really going to be on the edge, the absolute knife's head as you get down into pretty much every corner here. It's a weird corner. This whole track is just composed of weird corners, and that's what makes Mid-Ohio a great track. I just noticed their logo is every flag in racing. I've never noticed that.
Pretty much every car racing here on the track, though, Josh. So a lot of different cars out here. You know, that do run courses. This turn right here is definitely one of those turns you have to watch out for. You have to get it slowed up just right. There's a bump coming out of the corner. Getting it set up. Looks like Josh Clemens on a really good run here out of the corner. We'll see how he sets himself up right now. The fastest lap.
5 seconds faster than Ron Morris Jr.
Yeah, 5 seconds faster. So we'll see. We'll go on board here with Jason Collins. I know he was definitely having a couple of issues going into the I'll have to get a track map pulled up here. I had one pulled up and I had to restart my computer because it would not let me into it, so I'll have to get it pulled back up. But I want to say it is turn 2. Yeah, the turn 2. What would you see Jason blinking there just a little bit? See if he sets a time though. I think he's on his outlap right now.
Bryce Hunter 129.31.
Yeah, Bryce Hunter setting a really good lap. See Jason.
A whole second and 3/10 faster than Josh Clemens. As you see Jason rolling his way down the straightaway. We'll see how he's going to be able to qualify here tonight. We know he was fast at COTA. He's shown road course speed. It's just you never know really what to expect from Jason. You gotta see it for yourself, and then you're like, okay, yeah, he's fast here too. So we'll see how Collins is gonna get it done here tonight. That ButtKicker machine getting it through the swoopty boops. As I keep saying, tricky section through here, man. Very easy to get the car just washed out into the tire barriers. You know, all sorts of just goofy stuff can happen through here with you in the race car because you're just not expecting it. You gotta almost just, you know, you make the turn not by seeing the full turn, by just guessing. You just hope that you're setting the car up right for some of these over-the-hill blind turns, and if not, well then, hey, I guess you're just kind of out of luck, buddy. But we'll see Jason Collins get set up to come through the last couple corners here. Hear the downshift, and here he comes out of the last 2 corners as you're going to see that big old hump right there as they go up the hill to the start-finish line. And it'll be a 1:33.41 for Jason Collins. That's going to currently set him a second and 3/1000ths behind Bryce Hunter. We'll see if he can get a little bit closer to that, or if Hunter's going to extend his lap time lead here on this lap. We'll see, though, as the 8 of Brett Nilsson looks like he is taking to the track as well. He's currently on his lap as he's already done his out lap. This will be his first timed lap here. We'll ride on board with this 8 as he's going through the last bit part of the course and see what he's able to set.
Yes, right now it looks like coming through the last couple corners. We'll see if the 8 can set a lap time here. Do you know that the Bluegrass boys have strict qualifying sessions up, so if you hit the grass or anything, it's really going to mess you up. Looks like he's going to set himself up above Ron Morris Jr. right now, so up into that 4th position. See if he can better himself on that 2nd lap. But right now, go on board here with Jason Collins, see if he can better himself on his 2nd lap. See if he can get himself up into the 129 section. Does not look like Josh Clemens was able to set himself up any better. So right now in that 3rd position is Josh Clemens. And then a lot of the drivers that were up here in from the Cup Series not able to qualify as well. So that's why a lot of the drivers not on the that's in the race right now not qualifying. Looks like Jason actually gonna better himself. Yeah, he's gonna better himself. So gonna put himself up into, he's going to stay in 2nd place, but he bettered himself to 129.54. But Bryce Hunter still on that 129.31. So Jason just a little bit slower than Bryce there. But Bryce going to hold on to that pole position at least right now. Ronnie Shirk, Scott Fritz hasn't come in to qualify, which I think Scott Fritz, since he is a Cup driver, won't be able to qualify. But Ronnie Shirk still sitting on pit lane. Might just go ahead and take it out. His qualifying's about to end right now. We'll go ahead and give a couple of seconds for these drivers to get in and get ready to go. This should be a little bit of an interesting race here tonight. Like we said, not a lot of drivers here tonight. Not a lot of drivers able to make it. I know a lot of drivers having to work and stuff, not being able to make it, but we're still gonna have fun, at least with the 14 drivers that we have on track. It's gonna be a lot of fun here at Mid-Ohio.
Do we got drivers gritting up? Yes, we do. We're going to go ahead and get on board here with your grid. It looks like Bryce Hunter will sit on pole position here tonight. That number 9 machine going to get some success here tonight at Mid-Ohio is Jason Collins. He is going to sit in that second position. Currently not gridded up onto the track, but we will see that that 3 machine grid up now, actually. He just popped in, Chris, if you want to go. There he is. You see him in all of his glory. Jason Collins, that 3 machine, going to line up on the outside lane here tonight in that first row. And then it's going to be Josh Clemens, who had a somewhat good run last night in the Truck Series. And, despite his, incidents that I think everybody had in the Truck Series last night at, oh man, where did we race last night in the Truck Series? Canadian Tire. It was fun. That was a fun race, but we'll see if he can keep that road course going here tonight with a good finish here. As it sounds like Jason Collins stalled off the line. Rookie mistake. He said he was drinking orange juice. Come on, Jason. What an excuse, man. Now he's telling people they're going to have to delay the start because Jason Collins over here drinking orange juice, man. This guy, man. They didn't delay it, and the race went green. Jason's drinking orange juice. Look how spread out our field is. We're going to see if they... I think we're just going to go. Jason was telling them to delay it, and they never did, so... Oh, well, looks like we're racing. We didn't even get through half of our field. I do apologize about that. I thought we were going to have a lot longer of a qualifying session, but they're already so mixed up now.
Yeah, it looks
or, you know what I mean, a grid session. I do apologize about that. I didn't think it was going to bring them right off the last corner and send them.
Yeah, everybody getting a little set up here. Everybody getting a little spread out. So that should help everybody get a little bit of separation. We will have a stage break coming up at lap 12, so we're gonna have them get settled back in. Gonna have to get all the numbers figured out. I had everything set up, and it looks like whenever I restarted my computer, it changed the lap numbers and everything that I had. But coming into the turn 12 up into turn 8, turn 9 right now. This is somewhere that we were, going to say, looks like Michael Brisen already around back there in the back. He is. But coming up into turn 10 right now, turn 11, Jason Collins got that 8 of Brett Nilsson on that back bumper. Now into the carousel, though. Bryce Hunter going into turn 12. Looking really good up there in the front. Really got a little bit of a gap between him and that Jason Collins machine, but Brett Nilsson on that back bumper of Jason Collins. Joshua Clemens doing a really good job in that 4th position, and then right behind him is the 88 of Mikey Neal Jr. moving his way up 2 positions. Jason Collins off of the track.
Collins is off.
Looks like he had a little bit too much orange juice in his hands.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Is everybody just a little spread out? Probably for the best here. Road courses aren't known for their starts. So maybe this little bit of a spread out start was for the best. But Bryce Hunter getting off to a little bit of a lead now, about 3 seconds out from Brett Nilsson now. So you saw Jason Collins go off track.
Out.
Now Nilsson's off track. Oh, Jason Collins off track again back there.
What is going on with these boys?
Keep it out of the wall. As long as you keep it out of the wall, we got a stage break. It's fine.
This got hectic quick, didn't it, Chris?
Yes, it did. We'll go ahead and get a track map here pulled up so that way you can see where we're at. Now you can see the separation between Bryce Hunter. It looks like Josh Clemens had a little bit of a hiccup coming through turn 9 back there. So it looks like Mikey Neal Jr. going to go ahead and promote himself up into that second position. Brett Nilsson going to be choking up back now to that 99 just a little bit. So you could see Brett Nilsson take back over this third place position. But Jason Collins still keeping it a little underneath him. You see Dylan Butler in that 96, it says 96, but he is the 39 on track. That is a good looking scheme there. That 39 is really good looking right now. Robert Richards in that 12 machine. Saw him going around a couple of times during practice. Looks like he's got a little bit under him now. Currently in that 7th position, you see Brandon Holder. Whoa, as I say that, Brandon looks like Robert Richards getting around in turn 1. As I was saying something about him, he has a little bit of an incident there. We're going to go back up here. It looks like Bryce Hunter set the fastest time now. Got a really big separation between him and Mikey Nell, about 6 seconds. So Mid-Ohio already starting to show its ugly head to a couple of these drivers who weren't ready for it.
Yeah. Seems to have caught a lot of our drivers off guard as we say that. It looks like it was catching Jason off guard again. See Alex Huffman in that 12th spot rolling up behind Robert Richards. Oh, he just knocked the snot out of Robert Richards.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a checkup there from Robert, and then Alex had nowhere to go. Not really sure, but we're going to just kind of cycle through, so that way we can see where everybody's at right now. We'll go back and see if we can find out what happened between Robert Richards and that, looks like just a big drive in there from Scott Fritz, excuse me.
You mean Alex Huffman?
Oh, did I say that? Alex Huffman, he's the one machine right now. I am all over the place here tonight. All these different schemes and everything.
I'm trying to figure out who Scott Nill is.
As right now, Bryce Hunter still out to about a 6-second gap between him and Mikey Nill Jr. I think maybe that's what I was thinking, Josh, was I saw the one and thought of Scott Fritz, and then was looking at Mikey Nill's name and said Scott Nill. I don't know what in the world's going on in my brain right now. Josh Clemens going to set himself in that 3rd place. Jason Collins moved his way back around that 8 at Nilsson. So going to move himself back up into that 4th position. Brett Nilsson, though, still sitting in that 5th spot, so not out of it yet. Dylan Butler going to move his way up into that 6th spot, up 5 positions. We're going to see Tyler Johnson. Looks like Brandon Holder set the fastest lap last lap, Josh, for this past lap. 129.55, so a fast lap there from that 31.
Yeah, Brandon Holder, very fastest lap of the session. We'll see if he's going to be able to capitalize on that, and maybe once we get a stage break, get everybody racked back up, he can show that speed and passing race cars. Because it looks like we've got a battle between the 1 and... What's it, that was?
The 01 and the
01 and the 1.
Yeah,
okay.
the Scott Huffman, oh, see, there I go. Alex Huffman and Scott Fritz. I did it again. There we go. I did it again.
Louise, man. You're just making up people as we're going.
Making up people as we're going here tonight.
Goodness gracious.
See Robert Richards now falling off back to that 12th position, having a little bit of hiccup. Michael Brisson also falling back, coming over turn 9. That is a hill that really gets everybody. And then you see Ron Morris falling all the way back there to the back. But like we were saying, Mikey Nill Bryce Hunter now almost out to a 7-second gap over Mikey Nill. Now about a 6.5. And back behind that, Jason Collins got around that 99 of Josh Clemens. So Jason Collins back in that 3rd spot, not wanting to give up any of those points. Going down here into turn 4. What's really called, I want to say this turn right here is turn 5 is called Madness, which is where a lot of the madness happens. So it's probably why they call that, because a lot of madness happens. I see Robert Richards still having a lot of issues back there, coming around turn 2. And Keyholt's not having a lot of fun here tonight. We're seeing Bryce Hunter still putting on a little bit of separation. Now actually getting it down to about a 6-second gap. Mikey Nill starting to pull up to that Bryce Hunter machine. Bryce Hunter might be
Jason Collins is wrecking.
I do hear that. Jason Collins around. See if we can go back on board here with Jason Collins, see what happened. Coming turn 8, turn 9. This is the hill I was talking about. Just probably came over the hill.
That's
Yeah,
where it unsettled it.
just got it loose over the corner. Ooh, big hit there.
That was a nice little shot to the wall right there, wasn't it?
See it on board here. You'll just see going over this little hill. It's kind of a blind turn. It just unsettles the car. Bam. Big hit there for Jason. He got it underneath him again. He's going again, so we'll see if he can pull it back together and move back up through the field. But we're going to go back up here, see that separation between Bryce Hunter and Mikey Nails still out to about a 6-second gap. So Bryce Hunter really showing his road course ringing here tonight, Josh.
Well, Mikey Nails looking pretty good right now, man. Usually the 25 in Cup Series right now, he's sitting in that second place here tonight at Mid-Ohio. And he's rolling his way where Jason just wrecked. We'll keep an eye on that turn right there. I mean, I'm expecting to see some more drivers get caught out there tonight. I don't think Jason's going to be the last guy to wreck there.
Yeah, that's definitely...
I say that, and you see the 39 coming over, wheeling that puppy sideways.
Yeah, that's something to watch out for. Definitely that turn. I see Michael Brizzen around again. Oh, unfortunate for that 71. Really cool guy to sit and talk to. I've had a couple of conversations with him about music, man. Really cool guy to sit and talk to. I do like Michael Brizzen. Just unfortunate he's having a little bit of issues here tonight. See Ron Morris Jr. getting really slow coming through turn 6 and 7. We're going to go back up here with Mikey Nails. See about the same distance between him and Bryce Hunter. Dylan Butler, though, having that little bit of a hiccup where Jason almost had where Jason had that wreck. Brandon Holder now promoting himself up to that 4th position. Josh Clemens looks like he's starting to have a little bit of issue in that car, starting to fall off a lot. Looks like Ronnie Shirk getting a little bit off track back there. Alex Huffman getting around him. You see Jason Collins right now battling on the inside of that 5 of Tyler Johnson. Going to go ahead and promote himself back up into that 7th position. Like we said, Jason's on a tear right now, even with that damage. Well, he knows that he's got that stage break at lap 16, so he can wait, just wait it out at least, 9 more laps, and he'll be able to be back in this game.
Yeah, he's just got to make it up, man. That's all he's got to do.
Make up
just, not wreck any more than he already has, and just keep digging, man. Just keep the car together, be there at the end of the race. He's got points to race for a championship, man.
Yeah, and
he knows what he's got to do.
A lot of drivers not here tonight, so he knows that he's got to. Whoa, Ronnie Shirk going off right now. Looks like he's gonna have it back under control, though. A lot of these drivers gonna be using this pre-break stage to just kind of get the car underneath them, try to figure out what's going underneath them. Though only 3 sets of tires here tonight. So that's, 4 sets of tires. So that's gonna have to really play, into your pit strategies here. Only 40 laps though. Whoa, Ronnie Shirk getting loose in the same place his teammate was, but he's gonna get it controlled back underneath him. Ronnie Shirk having a little bit of trouble coming over that turn 9 hill as well. Whew.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of drivers get out of sorts there, I feel like, all night. Just like we were saying, pay attention to that. You're going to see these drivers just really get wishy-washy, especially as we get into the tire life, excuse me. You have to think 8 laps in a road course. That's a lot. It's a 2.25 mile track, man, that you're going very hard left, right. You're having to really lean on at a road course. So these tires eat up fast. There's a lot of degradation on them, and you're going to see these guys really start slipping, sliding around like butter on a hot frying pan here soon. Mid-Ohio is like that. Very, very slippery. Kind of like how we were last night at the Truck Series at Canadian Tire, man. It was just funny watching those boys slide around. Not as bad as Canadian Tire, but it can be slippery here on these old tires, man. It can catch you off guard real quick.
Yeah, Josh, like I was saying, I did run a couple of league races here with a couple of different leagues, and we'll say the Xfinity cars are definitely really weird on this track. You have to be, especially going into the carousel right here where Josh Clemens is going through, you have to be on the brakes at the right time. You have to hit the corner the right way. You have to get on the gas the right way. It can definitely get out from under you really quick, but especially turn 9, where we saw Jason go off earlier, that is the turn that you have to watch out for. You have to be careful in, because you can really shoot yourself in the foot coming over that hill. Because if you have bad, older tires, there is no downforce on the rear end of the car like the cup cars or trucks do, with that lower horsepower. These things, you get on the gas, they want to get out from under you, especially with those older tires. They'll get out from under you real quick. It looks like Ronnie Shirk about to go a lap down. He's not having any fun here tonight. Looks like Michael Brizin also about to go a lap down. Ronnie Shirk looks like he pulled it off to the side, maybe getting ready to, might be setting up a couple of settings or something. Looks like he's getting into the wall there. Might be going ahead and pulling it into the pits, yeah. Looks like the 9 of Bryce Hunter pulling up to the back bumper, the 71 of Michael Brizin. Michael Brizin locking it up there. He's going to get down into the grass. See the 88, Mikey Neal starting to catch him a little bit. That little bit of lap traffic there really came into fruition for that 88. He's starting to catch that 9. We'll see who can take home that Bluegrass stage win here in not too long. Looks like Jason Collins now currently just sitting in that 7th position. See him right now coming through turn 11 now, coming through turn 12 in the carousel. Turn 12 coming into turn 13 now. Down the straightaway, you'll see him trying to battle up, trying to get up around that 8 of Brett Nilsson, move himself into that 6th position. Bryce Hunter, though, we're going to go back up on board here with him. See that Mikey Neal now got it down to about a 3 3.75 gap between Bryce Hunter. So Mikey Neal starting to creep up in Bryce Hunter's rear view. Dylan Butler, though, about 8 seconds off. He's got that 31 of Brandon Holder all over that back bumper, though. So Brandon Holder might be taking that 3rd position here before too long.
Yeah, he is starting to creep up behind that 34 of Butler, 36, whatever number he is right now, 39. Yeah, man, I'm just all over the place.
Whoa, big loose.
Sliding. Woo.
Big loose around that corner. As I see Chris LaBourgeois saying it would be cool to see Hunter grab this win. Yeah, you see the 39 there, getting loose up through the corner. Now in the carousel, having to get it slowed up. Looks like he's going to get back on in that 4th position. Josh Clemens, though, that's going to allow him to open up the door to him just a little bit. Brandon Holder now going to be in that 3rd position. Bryce Hunter starting to put a little bit of a gap between Mikey Neal, though, Josh. It's now down to it's now up to a 4 3/10 gap. So was down to about a 3.5, now down to up to a 4 4/10 gap.
Yeah, it looks like Bryce Hunter has gotten back on the loud pedal. He is wanting to move. So lap 11, we got about 30, 29 laps left, something like that.
Got 5 laps until the stage break, and then we should have 29 laps left. Oh, Scott Prince around. Looks like might have just went around or off track there.
For just a moment. Looks like he's
still rolling. Yeah, looks like he's still rolling. We're going to go up see Tyler Johnson now. Jason Collins getting around. Looks like Brett Nilsson had a little bit of an incident. Jason Collins going to go ahead and promote himself up to that 6th position. See a lot of drivers going around here on the track. Sometimes it just looks like a Christmas tree on these road courses. Whoa, as I say that, Jason Collins off the track again. Whoa, getting up in front of the 1. Alex Huffman. Huffy going to keep it straight, though. Woo, that was really risky. You see Jason Collins going off down there in turn 4. That's another turn that's really getting everybody getting into the grass. Jason Collins going around again. Let's see if he can get it stopped. Everybody going to get around him, though.
Jason is just not having a good time right now.
Yeah, Jason Collins not having the best of time. We see Bryce Hunter, though, now getting closed in a little bit by Mikey Neal. Let's see if he decides to go down pit lane for the stage break, or he's just going to go ahead and stay out. It looks like Bryce Hunter going to go ahead, coming down this straightaway into turn 4. Let's see how he gets it set up. Bryce Hunter on a really good run right now. Whoa, as I say that, the 88 around. He's got a little...
Mike Jr. just got around. I thought he was going to beach it there for a second.
This is where the older tires are really starting to come into play. You're going to have to change up your brake bias just a little bit. You're going to have to start figuring out how hard you need to get on the brakes. You're going to have to figure out how hard you need to not get on the brakes. So that's something you need to watch for. These road courses, man, they can really be tricky whenever it comes to braking. Bryce Hunter loved to see that happen behind him, though. He can kind of go on a cruise line now. Go back, check on points leader Jason Collins, currently sitting in that 9th spot. Scott Fritz right behind him, who had a little bit of an incident earlier. Robert Richards also back there trying to get himself collected. Ron Morris Jr. right behind him. As you saw, Ronnie Shirk, looks like he went ahead, took it to the hauler, decided he was not about this road course life tonight. But you see right behind him, Mikey Neal Jr. coming up the hill right now to the keyhole in turn 2. We'll see if he can get himself set up here, as we've only got 3 more laps to that stage break. Get himself set up for a good finish here, or if he's just gonna have to take that 2nd place, because it looks like Bryce Hunter right now is just in a league of his own. Right now, I see Michael Brisen having a little bit of issues. Unfortunate for him. I know he's probably out there trying his best. Oh, missing a hood too. Man, unfortunate for that 71. We see Bryce Hunter now got a 9-second gap between Mikey Neal Jr. and himself. And Brandon Holder slowly creeping into the picture. See, right up in front of him is that 88 coming here into turn 9. Over that blind crest is really getting, you see the 9 getting really, or excuse me, the 31 getting really loose there coming over the corner. Just gonna ride on board here with that 31 of Brandon Holder, so that way you can see how he's setting it up here into the carousel, having to get it really washed out wide. You have to cut back in towards that that curb, cut it in on this curb, and the car can't get loose here too. You got to be careful. Looks like Brandon Holder starting to really close in on that gap. Close that gap in between him and Mikey Neal, and then Dylan Butler really doing a good job keeping that Brandon Holder and co up in front of him as well. Bryce Hunter, though, in a league of his own up there.
Oh, yeah, he has looked very solid all night, Bryce Hunter. I mean, he is one of those guys that hasn't picked up the win yet. Night's looking like his night, Chris, in that now machine. I'm not going to speak too soon. Only at lap 14 out of 40, so anything can happen, but a 9 machine right now, in a league of his freaking own, like you said. What was that movie, League of Our Own? Tom Hanks? That was about girls' baseball. This is about iRacing Xfinity cars, but, you know, still, there's still no crying here, I guess. Nah, I'm just kidding. Bryce Hunter, man, looking very solid here. I've never noticed the Dr. Pepper on the quarter panel. The way it just hit the sun, it said Dr. Pepper. Drinking on a Dr. Pepper right now, Bryce Hunter. You've made my night. So we'll see that 9. Whoa. Lower down, buddy. I will say, though, out of everybody here tonight, Bryce Hunter has looked probably the most experienced on the course.
Yeah, Bryce Hunter
overstepped his boundaries like most of the drivers have here tonight.
Whoa, Tyler Johnson off into the dirt. Up there in turn 6.
Speaking
turn
of
5, turn 6.
Boundaries,
so Jason Collins might be able to make up one more position before this stage break, but Bryce Hunter loving what he's seeing behind him, which is pretty much nothing. A 10-second gap between him and Mikey Neal Jr., but Brandon Holder is all over that back bumper of Mikey Neal, so we could have a pass for the 2nd position here going into turn 2, this keyhole. Let's see if going down the straightaway, if Brandon Holder's going to have a run, or if Mikey Neal's going to be able to hold him off.
Yeah, I'm kind of ready to get these boys stacked back up, Chris. I don't think Bryce Hunter is going to be in a class of his own when they get stacked back up. You know, I've been watching the lap times over these last 15 and pretty much identical I mean, they've had a couple lap times, obviously, where Bryce has been faster. He was pretty fast during his qualifying lap compared to the rest of the field, but that doesn't always translate to race trim. And we saw a little bit of a fumbled start there with Jason not getting the car going all the way, drinking orange juice, something like that, and we didn't get off all the way on the right foot. So I feel like everybody coming back here getting stacked up. We're going to get a good restart. I think this second half of the race is going to be what I just said, a race. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, as we're watching Bryce Hunter wheel it around turn 12, now turn 13, right behind that 12. So he's going to go ahead past that line. So we should see here at the end of this lap, should be the end of the stage break. But the 88 still got that 31 all over that back bumper. So we'll see if he can make it past the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. now up there in front. Let's see if the 76, it looks like he's going to go ahead, get out of the way, not be in the way. So coming up the hill though, up here into turn 2, let's see if the 31 can set up the 88. Yeah, the stage break will be at the end of this lap.
I thought it was the end of lap 15.
It's lap 16.
Okay. Oh yeah, that would make sense. So we come back at 20. Okay.
Right now, Bryce Hunter getting around that 12. Brandon Holder, though, trying to get around that 88. Just trying to set himself up here for this good second place position. But Mikey Neal not giving up any room. See, going up here into the S's.
They're catching Bryce Hunter fast, too.
Yeah, now about a 7-second gap. Maybe Bryce Hunter just knows.
Something happened to Bryce. Last lap had to have when we weren't looking.
Maybe just
caution flag. Yeah. You do know, if you aren't aware, we don't race back to the stripe on some of these road courses because of how long the pace laps take. So they do throw the caution a little bit early for the stage on some of these road courses, just so the pace car does meet him at the end of pit road. And we don't have absolute downpour of black flags, pass it under yellows. You got guys needing to pass the pace car. I mean, it's just, we've experienced it once this season, and this is the way to fix it. Throw the caution, just a little bit early, and you get a way easier stage break out of it. And speaking of stage break, Chris, Bryce Hunter, great job on that number 9 machine. He will be your stage winner. And we'll have a word with that 9 machine here in just a moment. We're going to let him get around, get settled back down. We know you don't want people right in your face after running 17 laps of hard racing here, especially with all the frights they had there in that early running. So we'll let him get settled back down, get his pit cycle. And when he gets back out, we'll have a word with that number 9. But while we've got a opportunity here, we're going to go ahead and take a moment to step away here for just a second. Throw it to an L&S custom side-by-side. So if you want to enjoy these words from our sponsor, you are more than welcome to. I don't know why I said it like that, but enjoy these words from L&S Customs. Big shout out to them on this side-by-side. We'll be back with you in just one moment. I'm going to let them get caught back up to the pace car. Because they're going to have...
All right.
If you...
Yeah, it's, we're going to let Bryce Hunter get caught back up to the pace car. You see the pace car right up in front of him. We're going to go ahead and bring up that Bryce Hunter machine and get a word from him as he's going to win the Bluegrass stage win here tonight.
Bryce Hunter, Chris, and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm great, man, and it sounds like you are doing the same here. And, man, you got that stage win here, rolling good. We saw a little bit of fumble on the start there. Jason drinking some freaking orange juice, not getting the car started, so we got some stack up there. Do you think here coming back to this restart, you might have a little bit more trouble on your hand? We saw some guys putting down some very solid pace behind you there in the closing stages of that first stage there. Do you think you're going to be able to replicate that success, or do you think maybe with a clean restart here, you might have your hands full a little bit more?
Well, honestly, with the beginning restart, helped me jump out to the big lead and get me calmed down. This next restart, I don't expect that to be the case. I expect to be a little bit more on edge, but as long as I don't mirror drive and I just focus on what I have to do on the track in front of me, not focus on what's going on behind me, I think I'll be okay.
Man, speaking of focus, and we know it's going to be tough, man. It's one of those tracks here at Mid-Ohio. I'm sure Jason's going to be thinking to himself, did I really want to schedule this? Look at this. Nah, just messing around. But hey, Bryce, man, big congratulations to you on the stage win. It seems like we're starting to get comfortable with you up here in the booth, buddy. Hopefully you can, replicate the success of the stage with us here through the next couple laps. And good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you here in the other half.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Appreciate you, man. All right, and that was Bryce Hunter. So you hear, as long as he just keeps his head down, Chris, which is a lot of these road courses. I don't think a lot of drivers realize that. They sit here, you see a lot of in possibly like DPI, open wheel, prototypes, GT, anything that involves very strict, like looks like Jason might have gotten a penalty, but, Bryce is hitting it right there on the head, man. If you just focus on your own line, make sure you're hitting your apexes, you're hitting your corner exits 99% of the time, unless the driver behind you is just absolutely cracked and is going to be able to just move past you so fast. Excuse me. Lost my breath there for a second. You ever choke on your own breath? That's just definitely what happened. It's like, it was crazy. But, it's just, Bryce Hunter, he's just going to have to focus up. If you just focus up, hit your lines, hit your marks, keep that groove going. Like the old late Murray Walker said, catching is one thing and passing is another. And here at Mid-Ohio, it's not necessarily hard to pass, but it can be difficult under the right circumstances and given a driver that knows what he's doing. We'll see if Bryce has those capabilities here in this second half. It's going to be 20 laps to go, technically 21, but when they hit the stripe next time by, it'll be 20. So we'll be hitting it with 21 laps to go. Bryce Hunter going to have that Brandon Holder machine, who we know is experienced, a Cup Series driver, and we'll see if that 31 has anything to say to our Xfinity boy of Bryce Hunter as he's trying to get out here, pick up his first win on the season. See Jason trying to get caught up here. Looks like he possibly had to serve a pit road penalty.
Yeah, it looks like Jason might be a little bit behind on this restart, so he's going to have to really make up some time. He's not too far behind, but they're going to be going green here in just 1 second, getting around the corner. Green flag is out, so we're back green here. See if that 9 of Bryce Hunter can hold off Brandon Holder. Going here into turn
let's see
1.
If they blow let's see if they blow the braking zones. This is the closest like this many cars have been together. This is going to be fun. We know there in real life, Xfinity wrecks happen a lot. Noah Gregson happened there, I want to say like lap 8 in real life this past year. Coming out of that first corner through that straightaway, you see a lot of them get washed out there, hit the grass, and just go. Bryce Hunter, so far so good. 6/10 the gap as he hits the DRS sign. He probably wishes he had DRS right now so he could get that extra speed boost to get away. But he's doing a good job. Looks like Brandon Holder maybe sacrificed that exit speed a little bit on that corner exit for that drive-in. So as he was to the back bumper on the drive-in, he's not going to be there on the exit and down the straightaway. That's going to give Bryce Hunter almost a second gap. down the hill, it looks like Bryce Hunter's starting to pick that rhythm back up right where he left off. Brandon Holder going to be under attack here to Mikey Neal Jr. If he doesn't get on the gas here soon, Dylan Butler, Alex Huffman in that 4th and 5th position. It looks like Huffy trying to look his way around. We'll see if he uses that bumper like he did earlier. We know he's not afraid to use it. Probably didn't mean to, as we're seeing every single car come over that hill on cold tires just getting sideways.
Look
See
at
him
that.
driving it down through here. And
Jason Collins starting to make up a little bit of track time, Josh. Now the separation isn't as much between them. He's got a 12-second gap between him and Scott Fritz, but 17 seconds between him and Bryce Hunter. We'll have to see how much time Jason Collins can make up, or if he might have shot himself in the foot with that maybe a little bit of penalty he had to serve, or a little bit of damage repair he tried to take. Whoa, Brandon Holder really wide out into the corner, but going to keep it on the track. Right now, Bryce Hunter not liking what he's seeing, but he's, like you said, Josh, going to have to not mirror drive. I see Patrick Thompson over in the YouTube chat saying, go Mikey Neal Jr. Mikey Neal Jr. sitting in that 3rd spot. So doing a good job, Mikey Neal Jr. is right now holding on to a top 3 finish. He's been really battling it up here with these boys up here in the top. Bryce Hunter now, like he said, Josh, not having to look in that mirror because that 31's really starting to catch him.
yeah, we'll see the 31 catch him. It's going to be now how defensive the 9's going to go. Or is he going to just try to stay on his line and force the 31 to try to go on the attack? That's the beauties of road course racing, man. You'll either see that 9 give so much room on the outside where he knows it's hard to pass, or he's going to force that 31 to do what he's doing now, drive it in there, and just really stick it to him.
Well, Mikey Neal getting a little loose back there.
Yeah, we'd see Mikey Neal getting loose on that curbing, but as they're coming through here, this is starting to look like a race, Chris. That's exactly what I was hitting at early when we were taking the stage break, saying it was great to see the 9 of Bryce Hunter pretty much dominate there that first stage, but given the circumstances, we're seeing what I was saying possibly come to fruition. I don't think that the 9 is by any means slower than what we were giving him credit for. I just think this is way more of a race now, and this could go anybody's way.
Yeah, now that 9 has to focus, like we were saying. Well, it looks like Jason Collins going off track. So it looks like he's slowed up a lot now. Now lost down to about 22 seconds back. So Jason Collins really hurting right now. Whoa, Bryce Hunter getting loose coming out of the turn 2.
That's going to let the 31 come by. That's going to let the 31 come by. We were just talking about it.
So Brandon Holder going to make up that first position. Bryce Hunter going to move back into 2nd. I do know that they were saying that if for the Cup guys and all that, to race these boys like they were racing them for a championship, but don't make any crazy moves, don't wreck out a guy that's racing for points or anything, so gonna have to see how Bryce Hunter now attacks this. Brandon Holder, this is the first time that he's had any kind of opposition now in front of him, so Bryce Hunter gonna have to really put the gas down, see if he can keep it straight and get back up in front of that Brandon Holder machine.
It's going to take the second for the 9 to get back on a groove. You can see he was really offline there through the last couple turns. And it looks like he's finally starting to get back in rhythm, but that 31 was starting to hit the gas and pull away there for a second, but it looks like he's reeling him back in. We'll see now if the 9 of Bryce Hunter is going to be able to get back up there for the Brandon Holder, excuse me.
Whoa, Dylan Butler around.
Yeah, Butler around.
Looks like Dylan Butler crashed back there. We'll see if we can go back and see what happened. Coming into the carousel, we'll see. Oh, it looks like he just got out from under him going into the carousel. Oh, and he snapped back in front of the Alex Huffman. Oh, no. And you see him just go ahead, pull it back to the pits. Unfortunate for Huffy. Could be missing that front bumper. Right now, Brandon Holder putting a little bit of separation between him and Bryce Hunter.
Yeah, now it's the second gap. I say that. Now 7/10.
But look at that, Josh. Mikey Neal Jr. starting to close up on that back bumper as well.
He's put himself in the equation. This is not good for Bryce Hunter in the current moment. But we do have a pit stop left in this race. There's still a strategy to be played. There's still track position to be made. The 9's just going to have to play his cards right now.
Yeah, going to have to really play the hand that he's dealt.
And he cannot let Brandon Holder doing what he's doing right now, and that's pulling away.
Yeah, Brandon Holder said last time by, said a 129.68, and then Bryce
Almost
Hunter.
a full second faster, yeah.
Yeah, and Bryce Hunter said a 130.88, so that just shows you Brandon Holder's got a lot more track, got a lot more time on the track. Bryce Hunter's leaving a lot of time on the track. Now this time by, pretty much the same lap time. But Mikey Neal Jr. starting to knock on that door. He ran a little bit faster time than Bryce Hunter. So Bryce Hunter starting to look like he's falling off just a little bit. But like you were saying, Josh, this is a long race, 17 laps to go. We could have, a spin come up from that 31 or, something else happen. But a pit stop could come into play right now. Brandon Holder now to about a 2-second gap between him and Bryce Hunter.
Yeah, he's going to need to give everything he's got because it looks like Brandon Holder is starting to pull away big time. And he doesn't need too big of a gap because of the pit strategy. The undercut, the overcut, whatever it may be, kind of starts to fall away.
You are correct, Josh, but right now, as we're saying it, it looks like that 9 is starting to close in just a little bit more time on that Brandon Holder machine. Maybe Brandon Holder starting to have a little bit of a hiccup up there, but we see coming over turn 9, man. Ooh, just everybody getting all kinds of loose coming over that corner and keep cycling back through the field. Alex Huffman still on a really good tear, even though he is missing that front bumper. Brett Nilsson now under attack from that 01 of Scott Fritz. See, Scott Fritz moved himself up 2 positions. Tyler Johnson on a really good drive right now, up 7 positions. Josh Clemens falling back to that 8th position, back 5 positions, and then you see Jason Collins just not having the best of nights. Looks like he's got a lot of looseness in that car. Gonna go back on board here though with Brandon Holder. See how much he is starting to put a gap between him and Bryce Hunter, now up to a 2.5-second gap. So Mikey Neal Jr. looks like he might be trying to make a move on that 9 of Bryce Hunter here before too long. Or will Brandon Holder be able to hold up to this pace? Not really sure. It does look like Alex Huffman, though, is still sitting at about 4 seconds back. So Alex Huffman can come up here and say something for that 3rd place position before too long. But Mikey Neal Jr. starting to knock on that door right now.
Yeah, Mikey Neal's starting to really get up there and work Bryce Hunter. It looks like they've got over a 2-second gap now to Brandon Holder. He looks like he's starting to pull away with this race lead. The 9, though, really under pressure now to Mikey Neal, and he's got to just keep his head down, keep hitting his marks because he can still win this race. He's just got to stay in striking distance and hope Brandon has some type of issue. I mean, whether that be off track, looseness, whatever, he's just got to pounce when he can.
One of the things to really watch out for in a road course is never think the race is over, especially with 15 laps. All it takes is one little bit of focus loss. All you got to do is not pay attention to your braking zone one time, and then that can be your whole race right there. So really going to have to see if Brandon Holder can stay on that loud pedal. Look at that. It's washing out just a little bit wide there, that 31 was. You see the 9 running that inside lane. That's the line to be running. So Brandon Holder just lost a little bit of time to Bryce Hunter. But looks like Bryce Hunter had a really bad exit out of turn 2. So Brandon Holder going to now separate himself out to about a 3-second gap over Bryce Hunter.
Yeah, 2 8/10 currently, so he's doing a good job. He looks like he's got the strongest car currently. 5 positions where he started in 6th. Right now he's in 1st, just taking control of this race, and it seems like every time we come back and look at Bryce Hunter, Mikey Neal Jr. is just a little bit closer. And now he's right there. Whoa, I say that. Big loose. Looks like he's going to gather it back up. Ooh, it looks like the 9 loose. They're pulling up on Michael Brizin. Yes, that is Michael Brizin.
Ooh, taking that corner just a little wider than you want to go into. We're going to ride on board here with that 88 of Mikey Neal Jr. just so that way you can see just the crazy. It looks like the 9 going to go ahead, pull the trigger on pit lane. So might be doing a little bit of an undercut. Sees that he's losing a little bit of time to Brandon Holder, but that should not matter. Brandon Holder's still going to have to come down pit lane, so Bryce Hunter might be pulling the pit strategy here. We know they're going to have to come down one more time, so this could really set Bryce Hunter up for the win. Mikey Neal Jr., though, going to promote himself up to that second position. Now Brandon Holder got about a 5-second gap between him and Mikey Neal. So that's going to be Brandon Holder's only opposition right now. Alex Huffman out to about a 9-second gap between him and Brandon Holder. Brett Nelson going to be in that 4th position. Scott Fritz right there in 5th. And you see right behind them, Tyler Johnson and Josh Clemens now battling for position. Going into the keyhole. Looks like the 99 going to slow up really a lot. So that way the 5 can get into the corner. It looks like the 5 getting a little loose coming out of the corner, but Josh Clemens going to settle back into that 7th position. Bryce Hunter, though, on his way back out down the straightaway. Jason Collins now in that 9th position. Going to have to really work hard if he wants to have anything to say, but now pretty much an entire track separates him and that Brandon Holder machine. So Brandon Holder now out into about a 5-second gap over Mikey Neal. Let's see when Brandon Holder decides to come down pit lane. Doesn't look like he's going to do it this time by. So Mikey Neal also... Mikey Neal going to come down pit lane. Whoa! Mikey Neal
have big issues.
Mikey Neal getting into the dirt, but he's going to keep it straight. Going to keep it clean. Going to keep it off the wall. I do know that turn can sneak up on you. If you are going a little faster into it, it'll sneak up on you real quick. Looks like Scott Fritz going to go ahead, come down pit lane. You can see him not have any issues. So Mikey Neal down. Alex Huffman going to get promoted to that 2nd place. Brandon Holder, though, now got an 11-second gap between him and anybody on the track. Bryce Hunter, though, moved himself up into that 6th position, so he's getting around. He got back around, back around that 88 of Mikey Neal. So right now, Mikey Neal could make up a couple of seconds to that Bryce Hunter machine. But Brandon Holder going to have to really have a good pit stop. You see him getting slowed up from the 12 here. Robert Richards going to take that outside lane. Going to let that 31 go by, but we're going to have to see how long that pit cycle affects him. We see Jason Collins down pit lane right now. So Brandon Holder coming around turn 9. See if he comes down pit lane this time. Alex Huffman also coming up through the S's right now. See if he decides to come down pit lane here before too long. Bryce Hunter could have set himself up here for a good pit stop, Josh.
He could have. We'll see how it's going to play out. Now it's going to be if he gets a position that we think he's going to get. I mean, he's 29 seconds away from Holder, so he should get the lead. That should be your leader. Let's see if he pits. Let's see if he pits here.
I was gonna say, let's see if he pits right here. Does not look like he's gonna pit. So that could really start to hurt him in the long run. Let's see. Bryce Hunter now got it down to about a 29-second gap. So let's see if that starts affecting him. Bryce Hunter on those newer tires going to be able to drive just a little faster than everybody else. So Brett Nelson coming around. Let's see if he decides. Nope, Alex Huffman not going to come down pit lane. Let's see if that what looks like Bryce Hunter off track. But it looks like he's going to get it back under control. Looks like he might have went off into the dirt. The 8 of Brett Nilsson down pit lane. So Bryce Hunter going to promote himself back up to that 3rd position. Looks like Jason Collins off track again. Up there in the madness corner, turn 8. Brandon Holder now coming into turn 4. Excuse me, that was turn 5, which is the madness corner right here. Turn 5. You see the 31 starting to close in on that 3 of Jason Collins. So see if the 31, whoa, it looks like getting a little loose there. Going into turn 6, now coming up into turn 7 through the S's. See if he decides to come down pit lane right now. It looks like Alex Huffman now getting, looks like Bryce Hunter now closing in that little bit of time. Now got it still about the 29 seconds. Now got it under 30 seconds. So we'll see Brandon Holder still on a really big drive, though. We'll see if he comes down pit lane now. Yes, he will. So Brandon Holder down pit lane. This should allow Bryce Hunter to at least catch up to him. He might be able to get out before.
Bryce Hunter's going to pass him. It's 40-second pit time. He's 28 seconds back.
You are
This
correct.
is Bryce Hunter's lead.
You are correct. So the 9 now.
Unless he takes gas only. But he's already in way longer than that.
He's out now.
He's taking gas only, yeah.
He's out now. So Brandon Holder on a pit strategy. So Bryce Hunter going to go ahead and assume the 2nd position. Let's see if that works out for Brandon Holder. He was keeping about the same pace between him and Bryce Hunter, but Mikey Neal still all over the back bumper of Bryce Hunter. So let's see if that no tire strategy is going to work out for Brandon Holder.
I don't know, man. I was sitting there thinking in my head for the last 4, 5, 6 laps, he has to do that. That's the only thing he can do, and he did it. I wasn't expecting him to take no tires, but he did. He took the gamble. He knows what he's got to do. We'll see, but look at that. Through these fast sections, Chris, where you really got to rely on the grip of the car, he's going to lose a lot of time here over these next 10 laps.
Yeah, that's
this isn't a Bristol 10 laps.
Yeah, that's a 2.25 mile and a half, crawl around here. And if you have bad tires, Brandon Holder might be shooting himself in the foot here now, because it's already closed up to a 5-second gap. Bryce Hunter might be catching him here before too long. But Mikey Neal, like we were saying, still knocking on that back door. Looks like Brett Nilsson off track. Tyler Johnson going to go ahead and promote himself up into that 6th position. Brett Nilsson having a lot of trouble here later on in this race. Going to go back on board here, though, with Bryce Hunter. Like we were saying, that 88 still all over that back bumper. But Brandon Holder starting to get caught now, Josh.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to be under 5 seconds here. That was a second a lap. They were 6 seconds back coming through turn 1 last time, so they should be in striking distance if they keep this pace up. But then I would say about lap 36, they're going to be possibly making the overtake.
Yeah, but Brandon Holder's still doing a good job up there in the lead. This might just be a strategy. He knows that he's really
Look at his last lap time.
Yeah, 146.68 to Bryce Hunter's.
Was that really his last lap time? Or is that still showing his pit stop lap time?
No, that's saying that his last lap was 146.679. Well, it looks like Tyler Johnson getting off in the dirt, but it looks like he's going to keep it going.
He's that slow. They would have already passed him by now. That's what? That's almost 20 seconds slower.
Yeah, you are right. That's weird. Okay, we'll have to see. Maybe that's just something that was happening with SDK, but you see the slow draw around the corner. Bryce Hunter and the 88 of Mikey Neal really willing it through there. See right now, Brandon Holder going to set a lap time here, 138.
138. Yeah. Something ain't right, iRacing.
Whoa, the 88 starting to push the 9, though.
This is exactly what Brandon Holder needs.
See, See the 88 starting to get a little impatient back there. He's going to back
I'm
off, though.
feeling defensive, though. 8 laps to go.
Right now, that gap is... That gap
They
still...
only put a cut. Yeah, they didn't put a whole second. They only put like 4 or 5 tenths, but they're battling.
Gonna see if that 88 does back off of that 9 just a little bit. Do know he is not in a... Whoa, big drive in there from the 9. Excuse me, the 88. Woo. That could have been really bad. The 9 having to really fight that car right now. That might have been a play from Brandon Holder, though. These drivers back here really battling each other. Looks like Jason Collins off the track again, just not having the best night, man. Jason Collins, just unfortunate for him. But it looks like Bryce Hunter and co are starting to fall off just a little bit. Looks like the 88's a little faster, though, Josh. You see going through the carousel, the 9 kind of opening the door there. The 88 not on the back bumper. Whoa, the 88 around. Mikey Neal around.
I bet you Bryce Hunter's waving at him goodbye. Mikey Neal, exactly what he did, disconnected. That was a shot in the foot, man. Mikey Neal, oh, I bet he hates himself right now.
Yeah, Mikey Neal Jr., unfortunate, man. No, that's one of those things where you were just battling for that position.
I didn't think he was going to disconnect. I was saying that as a, when you're driving, you got that driver that's chasing you down, you see him mess up, you give him the virtual wave. I was saying that, and then as soon as I said it, the man disconnected from the server, so I guess just perfect timing. Man, unfortunate for Mikey Neal. You don't want to see it. Bryce Hunter wants to see it because now he's got nothing but clean air to go up there, and look at that, already putting time onto Brandon Holder. Never mind.
Bryce Hunter getting loose here.
Looks like that might have just sealed the deal for Brandon Holder, Chris.
Yeah, we'll see if that Brandon Holder machine can hold on to the lead. Bryce Hunter, though, just going into that corner just a little too hot. So that could be, like you said, Josh, that could seal the deal for that 9 machine. But he's still got a little bit of laps left in front of him. He can just get calmed down, just get it, cool and collected. And he can get it back, he can bring this back underneath him. He's got better tires than that 31. So, right now, Brandon Holder's able to, keep maintaining that pace. But, in 5 laps, that could be a different story.
Yeah, we'll see at the 31. I mean, he does have those older tires, but it looks like he's putting about the same amount of pace. Bryce Hunter's lap time that time going to be a little bit slower because of his off track, but 6 laps to go, man, and now Brandon Holder would have to get loose, and Bryce Hunter's going to have to hit every single stride right now to be able to catch him in this next 6. But Alex Huffman, man, the modified out here, holding it down. He's probably sitting there thinking, let's just make it.
I know
he's in 3rd place, and a 30-second gap between 4th place on back, Chris.
Yeah, I know all these boys are just looking up at that lap time going, oh my gosh, there's 6 laps left. There's 6 laps left. Let's just get this over with. I know that's what they're thinking. I know Bryce Hunter's hoping, man, I just want that Brandon Holder machine to spin. Whoa, looks like okay, maybe it was just the way the camera was. It looked like somebody was going through the grass back there. Maybe that was just the camera. I got really scared. If you see back there in the back camera, I thought somebody was going through the grass. Oh, my goodness. I thought Bryce Hunter was wrecking again. But no, it looks like he's still closing up, though, Josh. Now down to a 7-second gap. It was about an 8.5-second gap. Bryce Hunter still closing up, though.
I mean, he's closing up, but I just still don't see it. Not that my opinion really matters in that. I think the 31 can still honestly make a mistake, but if they keep driving head down, giving them the benefit of the doubt, obviously, man, I have a lot of faith in these guys. I don't see any mistakes coming out of these two right now. Besides possibly the 31 just getting really loose on old tires, or the 9 just maybe overshooting a corner because he really wants to go. The 12 loose, saving it.
Robert Richards.
The 9 of Bryce Hunter, man, you got to feel for him. He's had his issues here, and man, this could have been his race here. With 5 to go, though, we're still not counting him out. like we said, we're still not counting him out. Anything's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at a track like Mid Ohio.
Yeah, like we were saying, those older tires just really could start showing their ugly heads here before too long. He's going to have to really take his time, really take his pace through here, because Bryce Hunter still got about a 7-second gap. It's not unheard of, you know, on a road course to make up that amount of time in this short of amount of time. So the 9 still don't count him out. Alex Huffman, though, got about a 7-second gap between him and Bryce Hunter. Like we were saying, he's pretty much now sealed himself in that 3rd position if he can just hang on to the car and not get sideways, because Tyler Johnson is about 37 seconds back from that 14 of Alex Huffman, 1 on the track. But Josh Clemens, though, looks like he's trying to battle for that 4th position. Tyler Johnson trying to go on the defense here. See Brandon Holder still holding on to that lead. Still about an 8-second gap between him and Bryce Hunter. So Bryce Hunter now going to have to really throw everything out the window if he wants to get up here and make up the time. Not have any more spins like he had going into turn 4. But if he can just make up the little bit of time, like we said, still about a 7 and 8/10 gap now between him and Brandon. So Brandon's really doing a good job with that no tire change. You know, that's something that you really don't see a lot of, is a lot of drivers being able to manage, you know, old tires like that on a road course like this. But Brandon really showing that he can, no pun intended, hold down these old tires.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job right now. He's still holding very similar pace. It's not like he really fell off any. I mean, it looks like Bryce is starting to catch him a little bit here, Chris.
Yeah, like I was saying,
first time in the last 4 laps we've seen him start to really catch him like this.
Like I was saying, you know, once we get about, 5 laps from where we were previously at, which was about lap 9, about lap 8 or 9, you know, that was where it was going to really start coming into play. So you're starting to see right now in the camera is that Bryce Hunter machine in the same view as the 31. So now under 7 seconds. Now got it down to about 6 3/4. So this could be it, Josh. With 3 laps to go, Brandon Holder could be trying to hold on to what little bit of tires he has left.
Yeah, 132.31 and a 131.1, so it looks like Holder's tires are really on the last life right here. The 9, if he didn't have that issue earlier, I think he might possibly be in striking distance without that mistake earlier. It'd put him in like 3 seconds because he lost 2 seconds of time on it. So he's gaining it back quick, but he's going to have to do it in a hurry. This race is going to be over in 3 laps.
Yeah, Bryce Hunter, though, now under 5 seconds. So Brandon Holder trying to just maintain what little bit of pace he has. But Bryce Hunter now, like we were saying, it's under 5 seconds. So it could be that 9's race. He's just going to have to stay calm and collected, like you were saying. Not get too crazy. But it looks like Bryce Hunter, though, whoa, the 9 getting a little loose there. That's going to hurt him just a tad bit. But Brandon Holder, though, still going a little slower.
Yeah, he's having to, like, creepy crawl through here in the 01 through the grass.
Laps to
Let's
go.
see these lap time. Let's see this lap time. 1:35 from Brandon Holder. A 1:32. 3 seconds faster, man.
I don't know, Bryce.
I'm kind of speechless, man. This is going to be one of those down to the absolute wire if he does it.
Yeah, it's going to have to really come down to who has the better pace. We know Bryce has the better tires underneath him, so he's just got to put that better tires to use. But he's only got 2 laps to do it. Now 4 seconds between him and Brandon. So we'll see if Brandon can hang on to it. Whoa, into the grass. Brandon Holder into the grass. He's going through. This is going to open up the door for Bryce Hunter.
Here he comes. And
one of Scott Fritz.
Oh, yeah.
One of Scott Fritz going to take that hard left into the wall, get out of the way, not going to mess it up. Brandon Holder into the grass, creeping out of it. Those older tires, he got into the grass just a little bit, and you saw it happen.
It happened exactly. The 31 man just lost it. He's still going to hold on to third place. Granted, the big gap they put to everybody else, but we're going to see. Did he get into the grass on braking, or did he just lose the car? I think he just might have overshot the corner. I mean, he just hot dogged it into
Right
the
there.
corner, man.
Yep.
I mean, he was going way too fast, though, I think, for those tires. Well, man, go back onto your board with your leader here, because it's white flag, Bryce Hunter.
So Bryce Hunter just has to hold on, but he's got Alex Huffman.
I was about to say, Huffy's on 4-lap older tires.
So
And
Huffy,
he was a second faster last time. 3 seconds back. This could still be, yeah, he's catching him. Bryce Hunter better get his defense shoes on, because it could be coming his way here in a second.
Alex Huffman on a really big tear. About a 3-second gap between him and Bryce Hunter. Let's see if Bryce can get it slowed down here into turn 4. He's got to do it only one more time. See those tire marks there? Whoa, getting a little sideways there. Through turn 5 for the last time. Madness turn going into turn 6, then turn 7 into the S's. It looks like Alex Huffman about 2.5 seconds off. Let's see if Bryce can really hang on to it. This would be one of the great finishes of the night. Bryce Hunter now coming down the hill in turn 9 one last time. Not getting sideways. Looks like Alex Huffman closing up just a little bit, but this could be his race. Checkered flags waving. Bryce Hunter coming through the carousel.
Just get her through there, Bryce. Good job, Bryce Hunter. Checkered flag, baby.
Bryce Hunter going to walk away with the Barber 490 here tonight at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Complex. This has been one of the most fun races. I love the Xfinity cars, especially here at Mid-Ohio.
Looks like we've still got some drivers racing back too, Chris. Josh Clemens and co, they're all still racing. Tyler Johnson, he's still a minute off.
Yeah, Josh Clemens going to be trying to take over that 4th position. Brandon Holder going to assume that 3rd position. See Josh Clemens now coming through the carousel, trying to get that 12th position. Excuse me, not that 12th position, that 4th position. You see Brett Nielsen behind him in 5th. Josh Clemens going to take that 4th position. Brett Nielsen going to be in 5th. You're going to see Tyler Johnson coming around for the last time, just really slowing her up, trying to get her through there. You see right behind him, Jason Collins trying to make up as much time as he can. Looks like Tyler Johnson having a little bit of looseness coming out of the corner there, maybe giving that position up to Jason, so he has a little bit better points. I know Tyler Johnson not in the Xfinity series, so maybe a little bit of a point strategy. They're not really sure, but Jason Collins going to finish off in the 6th place. Brett Nielsen going to be in 5th. Josh Clemens 4th. Brandon Holder 3rd. Alex Huffman's in 2nd. You see him burning out there, but Bryce Hunter, let's go to Bryce Hunter. Be your winner.
I want you to know that Tyler Johnson came across the checkered, took the checkered flag, and instantly all that forward. But Bryce Hunter, man, congratulations. Oop. All right, and our results are up. Bryce Hunter going to take home his first win here tonight. Alex Huffman in that 2nd position. Brandon Holder going to be in 3rd with Josh Clemens in 4th. Brett Nielsen 5th with Jason Collins in 6th. Tyler Johnson 7th. Scott Fritz 8th. 9th going to go to Robert Richards. 10th, Michael Brisen. 11th, Mikey Neal Jr. 12th, Ron Morris Jr. 13th, Dylan Butler. And rounding out your field in that 14th position is going to be Ronnie Shirt. So we're going to watch this 9 blow this engine up. But we will get to your post-race interviews here in just a minute and have a word with all your podium finishers here. It looks like we're getting our drivers into the staging area here. Just want to say again, thank you to all the fans who came out here tonight to watch the Xfinity cars at Mid-Ohio. We know it's always one of those things that we say a lot, but we do enjoy you fans being out here and just giving us a reason to be here, giving us the opportunity to share this awesome racing with somebody. And hey, it's always a fun show these Bluegrass boys put on. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and get to your post race interviews here and bring up that 9 of Bryce Hunter. I'm sure he is very excited to have a word with us here. Bryce, Hunter, Chris, and Josh up in the booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do. How are you guys?
Doing fantastic, man. And I know you're probably going to say the exact same. We just saw you pick up win number 1 here at Mid-Ohio. We were, saying it could be close. We knew Brandon took that no tire strategy there at the end. You were really having to fight back. You had Mikey Neal all over the rear of you, and then coming to the front stretch to grab the stripe on one of those laps. He just got around, and you were able to get some clean air. We saw the 31 go off track there, and after that, it was smooth sailing. The 9 of Bryce Hunter going to pick up the first win of the season, man. How are you feeling after that win? And, man, I got to say, excellent job from the 9 camp tonight.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. I mean, I'm kind of lost for words right now. It's been a long 3 seasons with this league. A lot of hard competitions, a lot of heartbreak. The last, half or the middle portion of the season. Man, I'm super proud of the preparation that I was able to put in this week for this track. Believe it or not, I just started practice on yesterday. So, still lost for words. I knew coming out of that restart that I knew I was probably going to lose the lead there for a minute because I wasn't as fast as second and third. But again, like I said in the interview, I started mirror driving and coming out of the keyhole turn, I clipped the curb and Brandon shot by. And man, it's unfortunate that he went off the track like that. But I'm glad that he did. Got my first win in three seasons, so first win ever. And man, it still hasn't hit me yet.
Oh, it'll hit you soon, man. I know it's one of those things that right now you're probably just like, did that really just happen? I mean, I went out there and I've put so much time and so much effort into the race car, and finally the results have came. And Bryce, I got to say, man, we've gotten to witness a lot of racing that you've got to put on, and over the time you've gotten just so much stronger, so much faster. When we first started watching you, you were a quick driver. Now you seem like you're getting more of that package, and it's good to see you overall. I guess like you're a Pokemon right now. I'm going to use a very lame term. You're evolving, man. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, as a driver, not only grow, but it's just awesome to watch. You pick up the first win here after 3 seasons, and I got to say, Bryce, me and Chris being able to witness that's always special for us up here in the booth to witness you drivers, take home one of those achievements.
Yeah, like I said, I really do appreciate you guys with the kind words. I just wish that my grandmother could see this. I know she'd be very proud. She always loved, watching me race and call me after every race and stuff like that. She would have loved this. She knows I'm a good road course racer, and she loved every week sitting down with my grandfather and watching the race. So, Grandma, this one's for you.
Heck yeah, man. Well, Bryce, before we let you get out of here, man, we know this one's been a special win here to you tonight. And if you've got any final thoughts, words, shout outs, anything before we let you get out of here, buddy, you're more than welcome to go ahead and we'll let you get going here. And I'm sure that win will kick in here soon.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors. I'd like to thank Eric's Carpet Care, Team Sea and Lawn Landscaping, Design Mechanical. I just want to thank all my sponsors and the people who behind the scenes who have my back and want me to keep going forward in this. And I want to say hi, Opa. Love you.
Heck yeah, Bryce. Well, man, again, congratulations here on the victory tonight. Congratulations on the stage win as well. You swept the race here tonight, and pole, stage, and win. It was just all non-machine night. So congratulations on all the success here, buddy. And hopefully we'll be seeing you here in the coming future and have a word with you up here in the Bluegrass booth again.
Hey, man, looking forward to it. Thanks for all the kind words, and thanks for all you do.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good night, man.
You too.
All right, and that was that 9 of Bryce Hunter. Going to go ahead and bring up One of the OGs we're going to bring up Huffy. Have a word with Alex Huffman. Alex Huffman, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, well, I heard you say right there at the end of the race, you bought this track like right before it started or something. So,
Yeah.
Alex, you did a great job, man. I mean, we saw, no bumper out there after the, I want to say like lap 2, 3, whatever it was, started the race damage. And other than that, you took that modified all the way to a P2. You were starting to catch Bryce there at the end with the tire advantage. Maybe a couple more laps. We could be talking someone else up there in victory lane. But, Alex coming into, here tonight in Mid-Ohio, just trying to get some experience in the seat, it seemed like. And you looked good here rolling off with a P2.
I guess so. I mean, I had 0 breaking points. I didn't get a single practice lap in, no qualifying lap. I asked Jason if he needed somebody else to come in and get the field a little bit bigger, and he said yeah. So I bought the track and luckily downloaded with 2 minutes left, got in. And pretty much as soon as I got in the session, it was grid, and I was like, oh, well, this is going to be lovely. And first off, congrats to Bryce. He drove a clean race, smooth race, stayed on track. I know I didn't. I missed my breaking points a few times. Some people in front of me missed theirs, and I got into them. I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to. That was a blast. So, Mid Ohio, I guess I need to run it more because it ain't too bad.
It ain't too bad, but it's one of those tracks, man, that can catch you off guard a lot. And you guys seem like y'all are all having a blast out there tonight. We saw cars flying off into sand traps, a lot of good racing, just all of it. I mean, it just seemed like a good, hard, fun night here, and picking up the track just moments before going out there and grid and picking up a P2. I got to say that's typical Huffy.
It ain't typical. Heck, I went from 7 seconds off the pace to somehow a couple tenths off the pace over 40 laps. I don't know how in the world, but that was pure luck.
Huffy, but man, well, it's always fun to watch you get out there and race up, whether it be in, the Xfinity, the Cup, whatever it may be. But, going into tomorrow, we're excited to see what you got for us. Oh, man, Sonoma, I could not think of the name of the track again. I always keep forgetting. But, last year we saw a very dominant Sonoma from one driver. So going into tomorrow night, I'm sure you're excited to go there. Possibly, I don't know how well you like Sonoma, but we're excited to see what you got in the Cup race tomorrow. And Alex, if you've got any final words with us here tonight, we'll let you get them out, and we'll let you get on your way, buddy.
Well, I hope I can do one spot better than I did last year at Sonoma, but I doubt that with how stacked the field is this year. But God, first of all, thank you guys for broadcasting. Y'all are sick. I hope y'all get both feeling better soon. Got to thank Deb at Old School Diecast as well. All my teammates in the Cup side, Elite Motorsports, John, Adam, Justin, of course, Ronnie in Xfinity. Yeah, I guess he didn't have too great of fun of a night. And Jason for putting on this league and allowing me to come in and fill in just to add another car to the field. And congrats to Bryce on that win. I know the emotions he's going through because I went through that recently myself. And overall, just a fun time, and hopefully can do decent tomorrow and not run off a course as much as I did tonight.
Well, Alex, we'll have to take you up on that running off the course. I think we're going to see a lot of people having some fun at Sonoma tomorrow. But Alex, it's been a good night here tonight, buddy. And hey, we're excited to see you tomorrow in the Cup Series, and we'll let you get out of here. So have a good night, man, and hopefully we'll be having some words with you up here in the booth at Sonoma.
You too.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Peace.
Wow, I cut him off in the middle of his piece, so it made him sound like he said P. He's gonna think that's funny. All right, let's go ahead and get Brandon. Oh, not there anymore. Guess he had stuff to do. Do apologize about that, Brandon. I do see he's gone. Uh-oh. All right, well, Chris, any final words?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. As we always say, it's one of those things. We couldn't do it without you guys. Couldn't do it without everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. Couldn't do it without Jason Collins and all the guys in the Bluegrass, all the family in the background. Like I say, we couldn't really do it without them. Big shout out to LNS Customs. Big shout out to ButtKicker. Big shout out to Barber Ford Racing, barberford.net, and then Kinder Performance Group. Just can't wait for the Cup race tomorrow night at Sonoma. That's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure not to miss that. But big shout out to Bryce Hunter for taking home his first win. Big shout out to Opa out there watching. I know you've been watching every race, and we really do appreciate you being out there, you know. And this one's for your grandmother, Bryce. We really appreciate it, man. Can't wait for tomorrow night at the Cup race at Sonoma.
Indeed. Well, we'll be seeing you there at Sonoma. If you're on that YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. If you're on Facebook, hit that like button, share us out to your friends, let them know about some awesome racing we got going on over here at Bluegrass. That's going to be all from me and Chris here up in the Bluegrass booth, saying thank you, good night, and we'll be seeing you Wednesday, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. at Sonoma.